Let's talk about Word Talk. Let's talk about Welcome to Word Talk. Let's talk about Word Talk. Let's talk about Welcome to Word Talk. Let's talk about Word Talk. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Word Talk. I am your host, Trina Freeman, and this evening I have a special treat for you. I am interviewing all 7 of the 8 authors of the newly released book, To My Girls. If you're joining us this evening, please go out and support the ladies for this book. Later on, we'll give you the information where you can go and purchase the book. We're going to get right into it. First up, I want to introduce to you. I'm so nervous. I want to introduce to you the visionary of this book, Miss Shannon Wilkerson.
Hello.
Hi, Shannon.
Hi.
Where are you from, Shannon? Just introduce yourself and tell us where you're from.
So I am Shannon Wilkerson. I am in Washington, D.C.
All right. Welcome, Shannon, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you
Next
for
up,
having
we
me.
have Talisa Haygood.
Hi.
Come on, Talisa.
Hi, how are you?
Um,
My name is Talisha Haygood. I am from Maryland.
All right.
And I am currently residing in Virginia.
All right. Welcome, and thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Next up, we have Toni Wilkerson.
Hi, I'm Toni Wilkerson. I'm currently in Laurel, Maryland.
Thank you for joining us, Toni. Next
Thank
up,
you.
we have Vanetta Petty Simmons.
Hi, I'm Vanetta, and I am from the Midwest, but I currently reside in Maryland.
All right. Welcome, Vanetta.
Thank
Next
you.
up, we have Farrah McBride. Hi, Farrah.
Hello, I'm Farrah. I'm originally from Augusta, Georgia, and I currently live in Maryland.
All right. Welcome, Farrah. And last, we have Latoya Mack.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Latoya Mack, and I am from Odenton, Maryland.
All right, ladies, welcome. Congratulations on your book, To My Girls. Once again, we'll give you information later on where you can purchase the book.
Thank you.
All right, let's get into it, Shannon. You are the visionary of this project.
Yeah.
Tell me, what made you want to do this project?
Well, we see so many images of negativity between women on television, all the reality shows. And, we all also experienced at one time or another a negative experience in navigating friendships. But I wanted to highlight the positive and the fact that women do come together and support one another. We're there for each other. And we are not what you see on TV, not how we are portrayed on television. So I wanted to highlight the good.
Awesome. And how did you select everybody to work with? Did you have a special project, or did you just put it out there and let people come in? What was the process?
So some people, some of these ladies I did not know prior to this project. So I put it out there for people who are interested in the project, and I got some, a lot of responses. And some of them I handpicked and said, I would like for you to be a part of it because I feel like you have something to offer. So that's pretty much how it came. I think I had about maybe 50 people who responded and wanted to be a part of it, and I narrowed it down.
Wow, that is awesome. And what did you see in these ladies? And we don't have time. I know you don't have time to talk about each and every one of them, But what did you see in these 7 ladies that made you say, you guys are the one, you ladies are the ones that I want to work with?
Well, I just asked them. Some of them I knew. Some of them I knew, so I knew most of their story. And then the other ladies that I was not as familiar with, I asked them, what would you like to share? And so I picked that way based on what they had to share.
Okay, I'm getting a crackling somewhere, but it's okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, ladies, what I would like to know, I want to talk about the experience right now because I ordered my book. I cannot wait to get it. I know you guys said it's on a delay, but I cannot wait to get my book because I want to ask you back when I actually read the book so we can actually talk about the content of the book. So right now we're going to talk about the experience. We're going to talk more about the ideas. Tynesha, you're up next.
All right.
What was your experience like writing this book with the other ladies?
Oh, it was good. Shannon was hands-on. If I had a problem or a question, all I had to do was shoot her a text, and she responded back to me just like that. I had a good experience getting to know these ladies. I didn't know none of them before this, so now I have a new sisterhood through this book. So it was an awesome experience for me.
All right. Farah, what about you? What was your experience like?
It was a great experience. Like Talisha said, Shannon was very, very great throughout the process. She was very responsive. She let us know anytime something was due, anytime. It was a great opportunity. It's just amazing to me that I only knew Shannon and out of everybody, and the idea that we all came together to collaborate and to do this project is just amazing to me. So it's a great project, and I was happy to be a part of it.
All right, Vanetta, you're up next. What was your experience like working with everybody?
I didn't know anybody. The only person that I had ever met was Shannon. So it was amazing to work behind the scenes with people that you actually never worked with before or ever even met. And everybody just kind of worked together. Like, she put it out there what needed to be done. We all just collaborated, and Shannon was easy to work with because she's very thorough. She gave detailed instructions. She kept us abreast of everything. So it was a very smooth process. It was a smooth process, and we did this all virtually. So that was amazing.
Wow, awesome. All right, Tony, you're next.
Okay, so my experience working with everyone, it wasn't stressful at all. I was actually excited the whole time. Everyone is, welcoming. I've never met, well, I have met, of course, Shannon. And I also know LaToya as well. But as far as the project, I think that all of us, we were very good at communicating with each other. Shannon was good with keeping us in the loop on everything. It was just a very fun experience. I enjoyed working with everyone, and I am happy that I met everyone, and we'll continue to move forward together, and I'm looking forward to seeing everyone in person. So.
All right, LaToya, you're up next. What was your experience like?
Like the other ladies, my experience was great. Really, it was what the book embodies, women empowerment. Like most of the others, I didn't know anyone, so you brought several people who weren't closely related or associated, and had the support and empowerment that the book speaks to. So it was a really wonderful experience, and made me more of a believer.
Awesome. So how do you ladies feel? I want you to be excited about your book today. How do you feel being a published author? Because I know some of you, it's your first time, right? Shannon, you're already a published author, right?
Yes, I have 3 other books out.
Okay. Tell them the names of them real quick.
I'm sorry, 2 other books out. This one makes 3. I'm sorry. Believing Your
Okay.
Purpose is a book for entrepreneurs, a guide towards purpose-driven entrepreneurship. And Work Your Purpose is a companion book to that one.
Okay. I'm gonna mute everybody because I have a really, really bad
Yeah.
really bad crackling sound. All right, there we go. All right, Shannon, tell us the name of those books again.
Believing Your Purpose is a guide to purpose-driven entrepreneurship.
Mhm.
And Work Your Purpose is a companion book to that one. So it's more of a work that goes with that book.
Okay, so I hear all the ladies giving you compliments about leading them through this process. What was the process like for you leading them? What was the experience like for you working with 7 ladies?
So for me, there were 2 different things going on for me at the same time. I'm used to working with writers and helping them to, get their thoughts on paper because I'm also a writing coach and I manage anthologies for other people. So that part of it was definitely, what I'm used to, what I do all day, every day. But having other people to be a part of a project that was my idea, like my vision, was very different. Because normally when I do my own stuff, I work solo. So it was different for me to say, okay, I don't want to do this project alone because the whole point of it was to show that women can come together and support one another and accomplish new things. So I said, okay, I need to get some other women in on this project. This is not meant to be a solo mission. So just, remembering that I wasn't the only decision maker in the process and that I had other people to consider and to say, hey, what do you think about this? And then just the updating them on the process instead of just, putting the information in my own memory bank. I had to let them know things that were going into. So it was different, but they were wonderful. So it was a great experience.
And I understand that this project was done in under a year, right? You guys accomplished this in under a year, right?
Oh, it was like 3 months or maybe 4.
Wow.
We started writing March 1st.
Wow.
Yeah, March 1st, for 4 months.
Tony, what was it like working with your sister?
She's on mute.
Hold on.
It was so funny.
Oh God.
I laugh at it because we'll have our normal sibling talks, and I'll be like, Shannon, if you don't do this, I'm gonna tell Mom, like just playing around, So it was fun work with her on the business side and not looking at her as just my sister. Of course I know her my whole life, but to actually work with her, that was something new. And I actually got to see her in action on, how she does things professionally, but we would still have our sisterly moments and like joke with each other, So it was a new experience, and I didn't know what to expect going in. Like, is she gonna be hard on me because I'm her sister? But she wasn't, and it was fun. Yeah.
So she was thinking, I was thinking, does she want me to be easier on her because I'm her sister?
Wow. Wow.
No.
I like it because it's a testimony to family that you can work together, especially sisters.
Yeah.
All right, Tyleisha, what do you want women to get from this book? I'll unmute her.
Oh, am I still muted? Okay. The understanding that you do have a support system, that it is okay to support each other, and you can have a good sister circle and both of y'all have y'all's own opinions. Very, very opinionated young ladies and independent women. We can work together and we can be, each other's backbones. And it's okay with that. It's okay.
Farah, what do you want ladies to get from this book?
Well, I want ladies to get that you don't have to compete with one another. You don't have to be competitive. The only person you should compete with is yourself, whatever you have to do to make yourself better. So, just pushing yourself to the next level, not worrying about what somebody else is doing, but competing with yourself to get yourself to the next level. That you can do that, and you can encourage your sister along the way.
That is an awesome point. In the past, that's been my challenge. I'm very competitive, and I had to grow and learn that I don't have to compete and be competitive in everything that I do. So that is a great point. Thank you for that, Farah. Latoya, what do you want ladies to get from this book?
I'm hoping that there's a widely popular term, no new friends. So I'm hoping that when someone reads this book, they'll say, well, you know what, new friends aren't so bad. You know what I mean? Just really kind of opening your mind, your heart, and to new friends and new relationships, and to broaden. When you thought you knew, someone touched on having disagreements. So you can have a disagreement and still be okay. So in reading all the different chapters, I just want people to take away from it that new friendships are good, as is having a different opinion.
Wow, that's awesome. Vanetta? Unmute. Vanetta, unmute yourself. All right, there you go. What do you want ladies to get from this book?
There you go. So throughout the entire process of writing the book, I was writing notes to myself saying that we're stronger together. And so if I wanted anything to take any ladies to take away from the book, is just to know that it is possible to get along with other women. We are stronger together. And I do believe that we are able to build one another up in a way that can really actually just change the world together.
Yes, that is awesome. Tony, back to you. What do you want ladies to get from the book? Unmute yourself.
I keep forgetting that I'm muted. I want ladies to get from the book that every friendship is different and from each. Basically, if you have one bad experience, it doesn't have to go through all the rest of your experiences with women. Each friendship is not the same. Every woman isn't going to treat you the same. Every woman isn't going to be your best friend either. But at the same time, you can't carry past hurts into your future relationships. You have to walk into it with an open mind. And I said it before, I've said it again. I want people to understand that it'll be okay, and you can just, continue to be you and build relationships, and and look within yourself too, and see, like, maybe could I have done things differently with previous relationships. So I think it's an eye opener for all of us to look at ourselves, look at our circles and who's surrounding us, and I hope everyone learns a little bit of something and relates to at least one of the stories, if not all of them.
Thank you, Tony. That was awesome. Shannon, your contribution to the book. What's the title of your portion? And can you tell us a little bit about it? What we can expect?
So
we're all reading our books.
So I didn't just write one chapter. So I wrote several chapters in the book. So I talk about a lot of different things. I talk about when friendship doesn't go right. And, how to handle that, and how to choose your friends and to value the people who are true friends and who love you and value you. I talk about also an experience that I had, a couple experience that I've had befriending people while doing business. And,
Can you tell us a little bit?
It's been very interesting because for me, I have had more than one experience where people have just seen me as an opportunity. So I've had people befriend me in order to get to where they would like to be in business, or they see me doing something that they want to do, and so they want to be friends, or they want writing coaching or business coaching, and so they want to be friends. So I've experienced that a couple times, and I've also experienced people just flat out trying to steal my business ideas. From that, I learned to be a little more careful in the type of access that I allow people to have to me. But it did not change who I am. I'm still willing to help any and everybody who comes to me for help. And it doesn't always have a dollar amount on it. I want to see women win. So if I can help you and give you some information to help you, I'm still going to do that because that's who I am. But I did learn I put myself in certain positions, like the person that tried to steal my whole business from under me. She had too much access to me and to what I had going on. So I'll talk about things like that. And you'll see in the book how I handled that situation.
I can't wait. Bonetta, or any of you ladies, can you share a personal experience that you've had with another lady? You don't have to give us any names or anything, but just give us some examples of what you've experienced, the quote unquote, you can't work with another lady, and how you overcame that. Can any of you, you want to share that?
Unmute.
I know y'all have some experiences. Don't come on here and get quiet now. It just sounds comfortable. I know y'all have some experiences.
I necessarily don't have experiences with working with another woman and in that panning out, but I do have experiences where you have to be careful with you giving and giving and giving, and then they just turn around and just treat you, like you didn't do anything for them. I've had experience with the young lady. She shall remain nameless. And myself, my family, we've lent out helping hands, and it was kind of like a kick in the face because, it was just like, without, sharing too much detail, it turned into, well, I'm all types of these and that's, and, I'm just like, wait, what? Like, I literally gave you so much, and I'm there for you, an ear for you, it was so much. So I would say what I've learned from that experience, not only to be careful with who you help and who you allow in your space, it was also a lesson on growing and being forgiven, because I have yet, I have forgiven this person, and we're not friends or anything like that, but I can say hello. It's you have to set boundaries for yourself as far as who you want to have in your life. So yeah.
I have learned that it's okay. I don't have to like everybody. I don't have to be buddy or have coffee with everybody. The thing is, I'm a grown woman. The thing is to be mature, and as an ambassador of Christ, to live that first. But I don't have to be friends with everybody. And I think that's the key there, because I think somewhere in our minds, we believe that we have to be friends with everybody. And that's not so. I just believe as mature adults, be cordial, use your manners, things like that. It still works. Talisha, were you going to add something? Unmute.
I don't know. I don't have like Tony, I don't have a example of working with other ladies, but just on hand of I call people I call them friends by convenience, meaning I can do stuff for you, or I'm around you, or when you need me, or when you need support, I am there for you. And when there's shoes on the other foot, you're nowhere to be found. So I call them friends of convenience, meaning I'm your friend when I'm your cheerleader, but when it's something pertaining to me or anything else, you're nowhere to be found. So you're my friend of convenience. And that's the name that I gave them. My friends of convenience. So with that, I had to learn that everybody that says that's in my corner, that says they're in my corner, they're really not in my corner. And it took a while, a while to realize it, but I grew from it, and I don't harbor any hard feelings towards this person or towards these people, period. I can still speak to you. I can still even break bread with you. I just know where the line is drawn in the sand. I know that I am who I am, and I know that what I am doesn't require you to be a part of me. So I'm good with it.
That's awesome. That is maturity.
Yes.
Sarah.
Yeah, I do unfortunately have one negative experience. It was during a conference. This person asked me to do a poem at the conference, and my name was on the flyers and everything. So invite a lot of people out. But when the conference came, she never called me to come up. So in my eyes, it made it appear that either I was a no-show or that it just wasn't there. And she never said anything about it, to me about I couldn't fit you in or anything like that, or even made that announcement. So it kind of made me feel that time that it was a bad experience, because now my name was out there and now looked like I was a no-show. So from that experience, I knew with that particular person that I may not be able to work with on that level again. And I had not, on that level, and I had not. So I just took it as a lesson learned. I forgave the person and I moved on from it. But you just got to know the people that you work with and who you choose to let in your inner circle and what access you give them to. Like, I can love you. I can, kind of assist you in some ways, but you only get a certain amount of access.
That is awesome. Once again, we're speaking with visionary and authors of the book, To My Girls. We'll give you the information where you can purchase it, To My Girls. Bonetta, same thing. Do you have any experiences that you overcame? Can you hear me, Bonetta? Okay, 1 second. Latoya, let's go to Latoya.
Actually, yeah, I do have a situation. It was a situation where I was working with someone, manager, assistant manager. And so I was trying to grow in my own space, but it just seemed like every time I offered a professional development or offered a way to grow myself, that person would stifle me. And so after having gone through that, I was really turned off, honestly, about working with females, because it just seemed like the person was being catty. So over time, when I approached the person and let that person know how I felt, we went away from each other. And when I finally went to, ultimately I left the job where I was, because at some point, some things are more trouble than what they're worth. And the type was just more trouble than what it was worth. And so finally, when I went to leave, the individual did apologize and say it was not intentional or to be harmful, but I had to look out for me. So So that was an experience wherein I knew to look within myself to grow and to develop, and not to look to someone else to grow me or to develop me. And that was a great learning experience, and I've grown a lot since then.
That is awesome. I'm so glad you've grown from that. That is awesome. Bonetta? Unmute yourself, Bonetta. All right, we're going to jump to we'll come back to you, Bonetta. Shannon,
Yes.
what was your biggest challenge working on this project, To My Girls?
Okay.
What was your
I'm
personal
unmuted.
challenge? Okay.
So my biggest challenge was, like I mentioned before, just
I
getting.
get a lot of feedback.
1 second, Bonetta. Go ahead, Shannon.
As I mentioned before, it was not necessarily challenging, but just different to pull together 7 other authors, all with different writing styles. And, so there's, 8 different voices in the book. And so I had to adjust to the idea that it's not just in my voice. So that was different. It wasn't a challenge. It was just different for me.
How did you deal with it? How did you deal with the different personalities, the different voices? How did you deal with it? Can you give someone some advice on that? How did you deal with it?
These ladies were great. So it really wasn't super challenging. I wouldn't necessarily call it a challenge because they were awesome. But I had to be very careful that when I was giving my advice and my input, that I wasn't taking away their voice and making it sound like me.
Yes.
So I would say that would be my biggest piece of advice, is that if you're going to work with other people, let their voice shine through, let them be themselves. And because I would tell them something like to change or to do, and then I would be like, but is that what I would say or how I would say it? And when I went through and did like the initial, like I read through it and did some edits before I sent it to a publisher. And I was like, am I making this sound like me? And I said, no, okay, let me leave it exactly how she had it, because it's nothing wrong with how she had it. It's just not what I would say. And so I had to get past that. So that was challenging for me to not make it sound like me.
That's awesome. And that takes skill. Let me tell you, I've learned that takes skill. It sounds easy coming from you, but it takes skill. Not everybody can do that. We're not going to name any names, but not everybody can do that. That is awesome. Bonetta, let's hear what you were going to add. Can you hear me, Bonetta? Seems like she's having trouble hearing me.
Yeah.
Bonetta?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I can hear you.
Go ahead. Let's hear what do you have any experiences or anything you wanted to add about that? Working with another woman, or a challenge you've overcome with another woman?
You gotta unmute yourself again.
It's some kind of connection issue.
Can you hear me, Bonetta?
It may be delayed for her.
Seems like it is.
It's delayed.
Are you calling me?
Yeah. Can you hear me clearly?
I'm sorry. I mean, it's all I just hear the background voice.
Okay. Bonetta, leave out and come back in for me.
I think there's a delay.
Log out and come back in. Okay. All right. I think the crackling was coming from her end. Leave out and come back in for me, Bonetta. All right. She'll be back in a minute. I wanted to add, I know she won't mind me sharing this because it wasn't on her end, but I tried to be my pastor's assistant one time. And if anybody, and this is when she was just starting out, if anybody knows my pastor, she's about crossing her T's and dotting her I's and making them circles, but the dotting I and crossing the T's. But I tried to be her assistant one time. And the reason I could not be her assistant, it wasn't because of her. It was because that I realized I didn't like to listen. I didn't like anybody telling me what to do. And I'm talking about this because we're talking about a collaboration with women. And it was such a challenge for her. And I applaud her because she was so patient. So I'm a part of a group that she has now, and I've learned so much. I used to get offended. You know, I thought I was grown, so nobody could tell me anything, but I used to get offended, you know, if I had to take any direction, you know, from her or something. And I realized that it had nothing to do with that. Her goal of trying to tell me what to do was just to get the project done. It had nothing to do with my personal issues or my personal personality, you know, and I think that's where we make the mistake as women. Somewhere we get offended and we think, well, you know, I'm too grown, you can't tell me anything. So that's why I'm really celebrating this collaboration with you all. And like I said, as grown adults working together to lead 7 women, Shannon, that is a huge accomplishment, whether they were easy to work with or not, because it doesn't have to be a bad situation. But like you said, everybody has a different voice. And it is a challenge to be able to do this project. And like you said, not make your own voice, not make everything sound like yourself. So congratulations on that. That is a huge accomplishment within itself.
Thank you.
So what, I want to, yes, congratulations to her. And please, everybody, you know, really learn something from that, because as women, we can work together. Somebody has to be in charge. If there's a project in place, somebody has to be in charge. So let that person be in charge and do your part. That's it. Do your part. And you can produce a project like To My Girls. I want to talk about the contributing chapters. Tylisha, let's go to Tony. Tony, what's the name of your contributing chapter?
Unmute.
Sorry. So I have the 2 chapters, Growing Up in the Girls, and We Either Click or We Don't.
Oh.
So, of course, without giving too much detail, it basically is, you know, highlighting some of my, you know, my best moments with girls, and, you know, talking about, you know, me growing up the youngest in the house full of women. So I saw Shannon with her friends. I saw my other sister with her friends, you know, so I just couldn't wait to be grown, you know, and, you know, as I got older, I started noticing things like, you know, everyone isn't your friend. And, you know, and that took me for a loop. It really did. So, and We Either Click or We Don't is basically what I was talking about earlier. You know, everyone isn't going to be your friend, but everyone isn't your enemy either. Yeah. You know, so I did have to change my mindset and understand that just because this person is not your friend and you may not be her cup of tea, she isn't your enemy. You know, so, you know, it's just about growing up, and sometimes you have to learn things the hard way, but as long as you learn it and you grow from it. And I highlighted some amazing experiences. You know, you have to read the rest to know exactly about everything. But I didn't put too much of the negative in there because I wanted to highlight all the amazing things. So
that is awesome. What do you do outside of writing, Tony? What is your career outside of writing?
Well, I love to decorate. I am home decor queen. So I do that. I love, brunches and movies and, just spending time with family and friends in my spare time. But outside of writing, that's what I do. And of course, the full time. So
Thank you, Tony. That is awesome. All right, Tanisha.
Yes. My chapter is called The Push. I started that has, without saying a whole bunch, is it highlights women in my life that pushed me and helped push me to my destiny and to what I am today, without being like my mom, my grandma, they were always there, but just women outside of my household, outside of my bloodline, that really didn't have a tie to me, but saw something in me that I seen in myself, but I just needed that extra push to get to. So that's a lot. And I didn't write anything in my chapter. It's not about nothing like negative. It's just about the fact that women that don't have any ties to you whatsoever can find the good in them to actually push you to your destiny, even when they're in that. So a lot of my chapter is talking about me getting to where I'm at today, from being a teenager, a dreamer as a little girl, wanting this big, oh, I'm gonna do this, and not knowing how to maneuver through it. And then when you get notice that your dream is, you feel like your dream is crushed, you had someone to be there and say, hey, don't ever stop dreaming, keep going. One of my highlights that I said in my book, that no matter how old you are, no matter how long it takes, keep going, keep pushing, because your vision is going to be there.
Yeah, that is awesome. Oh my gosh. And what do you do outside of writing?
I actually do hair. I've been a cosmetologist for 17 years.
Wow.
I also have my own jewelry business. I sell paparazzi jewelry.
Hey.
I am I do have, yes, paparazzi, $5 bling. And then I also do my shirt line. I have a shirt line in honor of my husband. I lost my husband in 2017. And I do a shirt line for him in honor of him. And I also am getting ready to start up my widows empowerment group for widow women.
Oh, wow. That is awesome.
Yeah.
Keep in touch with me about that.
I will.
Sarah.
Hi. Okay. So my chapter is about transitioning. And again, not to say so much. When you're in transition, there are some relationships that you can take with you and some relationships that you gotta let go, and you gotta know which ones that you have to in order for you to be better. And then once you become better, what are you going to do to help someone else to be better? So that's what my chat is about: transitioning and becoming better, and then paying it forward.
Wow, you ladies are coming strong. I cannot wait to get my book. You have some strong titles. I cannot wait. And Farrah, what do you do outside of writing?
Professionally, I am a budget analyst, so I look at numbers all day. I make jewelry, like bracelets, and so I make jewelry.
That's awesome.
As well. So
thank you, Farrah. Latoya.
Yes. So my title would be In My Flesh and Unimpressed. So my chapter kind of talks about, and everyone shared a quote. And so mine was, I didn't know her before determining that I did not like her. And so my chapter just kind of goes through me being in my flesh, me being upset about something, and just kind of not handling the situation correctly. As Tony touched on, kind of looking within myself to say, okay, look, here's where we are. and moving forward and how I was able to navigate that. And so that's what my chapter speaks to. Pretty much.
And what do you do outside of writing, Latoya?
I love seafood and I love old movies. So if I'm not writing or reading, I like to be at home with my children, watching movies, eating seafood, and harassing them to teach me the new dances that are out.
I'm making some new friends because I have a lot in common with all of you. Farah, the numbers. I've worked in accounting for the past 20 years, so I feel you on that. We're trying to get Bonetta back in. She hasn't come in yet. So we're going to keep moving along. I hate for her to not have her time. Shannon,
Yes.
what? And I know I asked you what do you expect for women to get from this book, but tell me what are your expectations for this book? Because I'm excited about the book. I'm expecting this book to like go to the four corners of the earth. What is your outlook for this book? What are you predicting?
So we've already had some purchases from Kuwait Fair.
Wow.
So, you know,
Yes.
anytime that I start a project, I put everything into it with full expectation that it's going to be everything that God spoke to me that it's going to be. So I believe it's going to be big. I believe these women will continue on to do their own solo projects, which is why I put time into actually coaching them so that they can excel, you know, far beyond me. They can just go do their own thing. So my expectation is that it's going to be awesome. You know, if I started it, I put my hands on it, I prayed over it, and it's going to be amazing. It is amazing.
Do you think you're going to do another anthology in the future?
Absolutely. People were calling me already, asking me, can they be a part of the next one? I do need a break, but
Yeah.
soon
Yeah.
I will do another one.
You ladies are going to be too busy promoting this book. How many interviews have you had so far? I was trying to get you ladies for the day it was released, but somebody beat me to it, so it's okay.
This is the second one. We have another one in a couple days, like 2 or 3 days or something. We have 2 more scheduled already for the next couple days. So yeah, we're booked and busy.
Awesome. That is awesome. I hope you guys are busier with this.
Yes.
Ilka and Megan are not here. Ilka Tamar and Megan Johnson are also contributors to the book, To My Girls. Can you tell us something about their chapters?
So Ilka talks about how she was bullied by other girls as a teenager, and how that experience actually taught her a lot of things, and then how she was able to pull inner strength and become super confident, and she's now a model.
Oh, wow.
A girl that was bullied and told that she was ugly and all that type of stuff, like she's a model, and she actually coaches models.
Wow.
So talks about that experience. She does a lot of work empowering women to be confident, which is very, very important. So she talks about that in her chapter.
Wow. And what about Megan?
And Megan's chapter, she talks about her partnership with, she's in business with one of her girlfriends. So she talks about basically being able to receive constructive criticism from your friends, and to be able to acknowledge when you yourself have dropped the ball, and to be able to be corrected by your friend, because knowing that they're correcting you out of love. So she shares some of that experience in her partnership, in her event planning business.
Oh, wow. There you go again. Another friend I have, event planning. I'm so excited for you ladies. I'm so disappointed that we can't get Bonetta in. She says she's backstage, but I can't hear her. I can't see her. We're going to give her a few more minutes. In the meantime, what we've all been waiting for, tell us where we can get the book.
Sure. So the book is available at bookbigger.com.
Bookbigger.com.
Yes. And on that page, you can click all of our photos and read and go straight to our page and read our bios, information about us specifically. And then you can purchase the book on any of the websites that whoever you connect with, just go and click the photo, learn about them, and purchase the book.
Does anyone have any last words they want to say? I always ask my guests to leave a word of encouragement for my viewers. What would be your words of encouragement, Shannon?
That friendship is a powerful thing. I shared today on my Facebook page the importance of having people who, not only just hang out with you when there's something fun to do, but people that actually think about you and consider you and pray for you and encourage you on a regular basis, and how beautiful and powerful that is. And I shared a picture this morning of these scriptures that my aunt Tanisha sends me every day. She used to send them every single day, and now she sends them just periodically. But for like a whole year, I got them every day. And it let me know, hey, somebody's thinking about me and praying for me and loves me.
Yeah.
And many times the scripture for that day that she sent me was what I needed in that moment. So it's a powerful thing to have those type of people in your life. So my words of encouragement is that friendship is powerful. So don't give up on friendship and relationships with women. Throw that stuff away about how women can't get along, because it's not true. It's just all depending on the type of women that you allow into your circle.
Yes, that is awesome, Shannon, and powerful. Bonetta's back. Let's hear from her. Bonetta, unmute yourself.
Wow.
Hey, Bonetta.
Hey.
Okay, you can hear me. Okay,
Yes,
tell me about what you contributed to the book, the title, and tell us a little bit about it without giving everything away.
Okay. So my title was Hindsight is Always 2020. So without giving it away, it is about a young girl blossoming into a beautiful woman. Hopefully I'm still developing here, but just had a rough start, and just want people to know that even if you have like an early start, a rough start, that as time progresses, things can always get better. And along the way, I met some beautiful women who helped walk me through this path that I'm still on. So I have some amazing ladies in my life that really poured into me, and I wanted to share that part of my story.
Bonetta, what do you do outside of writing? Oh,
It's been cracked. I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
it's okay. What do you do outside of writing?
There must be something that there's something that that's not to.
Can one of you repeat the question? Maybe she
I
can hear
can't.
you.
I'm sorry, I didn't.
It's okay. It's
But
okay.
What do you do outside of writing? When you're not writing, what do you do? Outside of writing, what do you do?
Oh, what do I do when I'm not writing?
Yes.
Besides writing, I'm an entrepreneur, so I'm a freelance writer. I'm a creative. I'm an independent consultant with paparazzi. I do makeup. I mean, I'm not a master of what do they say? The saying, but I have some things mastered, but I'm also a freelance writer and an editor. So not a jack of all trades and not a master of none.
That is awesome. Okay. While we have you and you're clear, can you give us last words of encouragement for the viewers?
Last words of encouragement.
Sure. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. I thought you were still interviewing. I'm sorry.
I was repeating it for you. Give your last words of encouragement.
I'm happy.
The last words of encouragement to never give up.
That's short and precise, and that is powerful too. That is powerful.
I cried, I screamed. Never give up.
LaToya, last words of encouragement, please.
Never give up.
My words of encouragement would be to keep an open mind and to get to know someone first. Anyone. Don't take past experiences or past relationships into a new experience or a new relationship. And also, everyone's different, but pray for guidance.
Wow. Tylisha?
I would say keep pushing your vision and trust your process. And just know that you're worth it. Yep.
Y'all are some powerful sisters. Tony? Gosh.
I lost my mouse. I couldn't unmute. Okay. Well, everybody pretty much took my my thoughts. I would say less fear, more faith. And the reason why I say that is it's related to the book because honestly, before I started, I was a little bit fearful of writing again because, I've started like a business before, and of course I was nervous about that. And but writing is very personal to me. So I was fearful of actually sharing this gift that I have because I'm still working on it, but I cannot stand criticism. I'm like, oh my gosh, they hate everything. So my thing is to have faith in what you're doing and faith of the vision, and just know that this is your gift and God gave it to you for a reason and you're supposed to share it. So I would say less fear and more faith. So have faith in yourself, and yeah, everything else will follow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Farah, last words of encouragement, please. Y'all have me about in tears.
I would say that to relationship that embrace that together we can achieve greatness.
You say it again.
Farah, repeat that one more time. You're breaking up.
Yeah. I think I lost you guys.
Okay, go ahead. We got you.
With women, and know that when you embrace those relationships, you can achieve greatness.
Listen,
Got me
what
now?
are you guys?
Okay. I said that.
Gosh,
We heard her.
it's okay. Ladies, where are you getting all this wisdom, all these powerful, powerful, powerful words? What are you not telling us? Where is all this stuff?
Life.
Come on.
Download.
Wow.
Life. Mine is coming from life. Life experiences.
Wow.
Yes. Mistakes that you made and outcomes of it. Yeah.
Wow. Once again, LaToya, you talked about being a mom. What would you say to the moms who are at home and they're like, my dreams are never going to be fulfilled.
Ooh.
maybe a writer. I'm never going to be a writer. What would you say to that mom right now?
I would
Mm.
say, number one, pray, okay, plan, and then put it into action. I was that mom. Nothing is going right. You know what? Forget it. I'm just over it. I'm ready to throw in the towel.
Yeah.
Right. And then I put personally, because I wouldn't dare tell anybody else, so they wouldn't see me fail. I wrote a personal list of things that I want to achieve this year. And one of those things was to write a book. I began praying about that. Lo and behold, I joined a group run by Miss Shannon Wilkerson. I have some of her books. Thank you very much. And through doing some of her challenges, I was invited to do this book. And I almost got in my own way because it's like, girl, don't nobody want to hear your story. But it's like, you prayed for it. Opportunity came knocking. It's right in front of you. Go and get it. Mm. And here we are right now discussing a published book or a published anthology. So just go for it, no matter what the obstacles are. Pray, plan, and put in the work. And
wow, you can write another book just off of that.
Yes.
Wow. Yes. Shannon, what would you say to the business owner that's like, look, I didn't had enough. I'm tired of people using me. I'm just going to shut down. What would you say to that business owner, especially a female and a female Black woman? What would you say to her right now? She's getting ready to shut down. She's tired of being used. She's just tired of it, and she's getting ready to shut it down. What are your words to her?
In reference to the experiences that I shared earlier, right?
Yes.
Just, you know, I'm never going to let someone else and their motives and who they are change who I am. I'm always going to be me, you know, so shut down is not in me. Give up is not in me. So someone else's actions is not going to put that in me. You know, I'm going to continue to do and to be, you know, exactly who I am. So, yeah, people will try to, you know, get what they can get with no intention of offering you anything, you know, but that's their problem. You know, I can't make it my problem. That's their character flaw. I can't make that my issue. So I just have to continue to move because there are people who are deserving of and who actually need my support and don't have those type of motives and intentions. So I can't change who I am and then just, you know, leave people hanging out there because that wasn't my intention when I started. So it's not my intention now.
That is awesome. Taylisha, you look like I'm feeling. You want to break out and run and start speaking in tongues and everything else right now.
Because I can relate to what LaToya was saying about the mothers. I can relate to her for what she was saying because that was me. That was me. And the business owner, I can relate to that as well. That was me as well. I'm a mother of 3. I had 3 boys and I had 2 grandkids. So it's like, and all my kids are grown now, so that's a good thing. But it was a time there that it was only me. And I didn't know if I was going to do this or if I was going to do that. And how was I going to make everything meet in the middle? But through support and keeping on going. And I also wrote a list and prayed over it. And that was one of the things that I wanted to do was to write. And I started many a times and still got it going. And then I seen Shannon's post and I was like, oh, God, I don't know, but I'm gonna try. And here I am, a published author, and I am starting to, you know, do the part and work my business and work it the way I'm supposed to. So this was a boost for me, and this lets all mothers know and all women know really that you can do anything that you put your mind to. You just got to go for it, because failure a failure to me is not trying. It's not, I did it and it didn't succeed. You fail when you don't even do the work, period. So with my faith, God said, you take 1 step, I'll take 2. So I had to put my faith to work, stop talking and start walking, and he did the rest. So here I am.
please go and look for each one of these ladies on Facebook and send them a friend request. Connect with them. I mean, Bonetta, can you hear me? I am so upset that she's really missing out. Can you hear me, Bonetta?
Unmute, Bonetta.
Okay.
Oh.
Farah? Okay. Farah, you want to repeat what you were saying earlier?
Yes. Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, sure. I sure
Oh,
can.
the
I was
devil
saying that I think people can get for this, but my closing is that to embrace relationships with women, and that when you do embrace those relationships and work with other women, you can see that together we can achieve greatness.
Awesome. That is awesome. Shannon,
Yes.
tell everybody about your coaching program and where they can connect with you.
So I do a 4-week writing coaching program. So I teach people how to structure their book, how to find their voice and get it on paper, how to write a bestseller, all those little elements that, all those touches that makes your book amazing. So it's a 4-week program, and I just walk you through the whole process from beginning all the way through the publishing. I'm not a publisher though. I refer to a publisher, but I walk people through that whole process. So yeah, that's my 4-week writing
How
coaching
do,
program.
how do writers connect with you for that program?
So there is a link at bookbigger.com as well.
Okay.
I also have a group on Facebook called Polished Women in Business.
Polished Women in Business.
Mm-hmm. So, and that's like free, advice and tips on your brand message and how to promote and brand yourself as an author or an entrepreneur.
Awesome. Please connect with Shannon, connect with Tylisha, connect with Bonetta, connect with Latoya, connect with Tony, connect with Farah, connect with Megan, and connect with Ilka. Ilka, Tamar, and Megan Johnson, they weren't able to be here tonight, but please look them up on Facebook and connect with them. Once again, please go to bookbigger.com and put up the picture. Please go to bookbigger.com and purchase the book To My Girls.
Can I say one more thing?
Ladies. Sure, go ahead.
Two more things. The other ladies, they all have business. Most of them have businesses, as they mentioned, at bookbigger.com. If you click on their pages, like I said, it goes to their website to purchase the book. But you can also get a link there to their other things that they have going on. They can tell you from that page how to connect with their other ventures. And the other thing is that I'm so excited for you guys. You guys are authors now. I know how I felt when my first book was published. So I'm really, really excited for you guys. And I hope that that I made your experience as pleasant as possible, and that you will continue on to do amazing things. I hope that this book is a springboard for other things that you want to accomplish in your career as a writer, as an entrepreneur. And it was just a blessing to work with you. I appreciate you all for trusting me to be the one to lead, to be a part of my project. Like I chose you, but you chose me too. Like I didn't beat you over the head and say you have to come with me. So you chose me too to help you to accomplish your goal, your major goal. So I really, really appreciate you guys for trusting me with your goal, with your vision that you have for yourself too.
I'm a big crybaby. Oh my God. To the authors of To My Girls, congratulations to you so much. Once again, Shannon Wilkerson, she is the visionary of this project. Talisha Haygood, Bonetta Petty Simmons, Latoya Mack, Tony Wilkerson, Farrah McBride, Ilka Tamar, and Megan Johnson. Congratulations, ladies, and thank you so much for allowing me to interview you. And I hope that you will come back once I receive my book. The book was just released on July 1st, so that's why I don't have it. But once I read the book, I would love to have you all back so we can talk about the chapters and go through the book again. Thank you so much. Please, all of you, send me a friend request because I want to connect with all of you. Thank you so much. And once again, congratulations. Everybody, that's it for Word Talk tonight. Once again, please visit bookbigger.com, pick up the book To My Girls, and visit all the other sites of the ladies. Once again, congratulations. Good night, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.